Ramogi kamara mara maintiere machiegni ebedo kodwa kaeri onyango makawuono wasebedo kawatwak ewi kweth mar Kenya Kwanza kabene koro ogai mar kweth no William Ruto opuodhi kod duol mar IEBC ne wan koda welo mabende okanyal wuok ma okaduko ne giero kamano mar bedo koda e twak machalo kamano ne weno wasebedo gode studio dina aka uthulo ni mar duoko niero kamano kata kamano wach mogik ne jokanyanam kapok watieko twak ewi UDA.
Adwani agone Ramogi TV erokamano ahinya kuom luonga kawuono e twagni amor kendo adwani anyis jokanyanam ni dakika ma wachopeni wadwaro jatelo mabro tayowa maber kendo mabro ritowa kaka oganda to ng'ano maseneno mabro timo maber kamano en William Samoei Ruto. Omiyo kata siasa wacho ni wan okwagochne Ruto to adwa jiwo jokanyanam ni wang'ni watim gima ji pok oneno wagochne William Samoei Ruto mondo wabed gi dongruok mondo pinywa mar Luo be odhi mbele erouru kamano to kendo akwayo ni ka wadhi e siasa kata ka watimo siasa ni to kik bede koko kik wagore. Adwani achaka wachni paro ma ok chalre ok min ni nyaka wagore wahere uru nikech pinyni en marwa duto te erokamano ahinya
mano dina agai mabende en jalno ma kedo ne ratiro mar oganda kopogore koda mano en achiel kuom jokanyo ma Kenya Kwanza kopogore koda dina bende ne wantiere koda wendo eyo simu mar ong'we yamo mano Joseph Owino mane twak kodwa ewi chenro mar ochumi mar Kenya Kwanza. Joseph kai winja kamana thuolo ni matin nono nikech waringo e sano ero mar weche manyien mar mondo mi Ramogi wach mogi ka watieko twak machal kamae.
Sempre sagwero kamano ahinya kuom thuolo mumiya manya Ramogi miya machopo maber kodu karka. Ayudo iso jowa ni wayieru dongruok kendo wamiu kura joma dhi tiyonwa moloyo waketuru kwe kendo wang'e ni joma wayiero dhi konyo pinywa mokelo dongruok sana kik wayieru chama lakini wang'e joma dhi konyo. Erokamano.
Joseph Owino kendo erokamano ne un duto kuom yie mar chopo mar mondo mi watwaka winjore kaluwore koda chenro geko mag kweth mar Kenya Kwanza. Ramogi wang'eyo ni mairi en chenro mar migago sa mar weche manyien kabende nyawadwa Milton Jaka Black osemole studio kaeri mar mondo mi omiyi weche manyien madhi nyime e pacho kaeri koda pinje maoko. Jaka Black en ang'o mabende ikonwa e lak sechegi?
Kawuono Ramogi waikonu mathoth ahinya magin ka achiel gi puoth maduol mochung' ne yiero pacho ka IEBC opuodho godo Dr. William Samoei Ruto mar dhi laro kom tend piny Kenya ka achiel gi weche mamoko mathoth.
Erokamano ahinya Ramogi gisani aweu kanyo nyinga Simfros Okinda warom kendo e sama nyime.
Erokamano ahinya Ramogi en thuolo majaber makoro wakelo ni weche manyien mag migago ka moko kuom weche mwaikonu biro ni e thuolo machok mokalo ka bende waikoni mathoth ahinya motudore nyaka gi weche mag tuke. Bed machiegni kik idhi mabor mokwongo wawinjane thuond weche.
My team in Kenya Kwanza and I will work with you diligently so that we can have a credible, free, fair, democratic and verifiable election.
Duol mar IEBC opuodho gai mar UDA William Ruto kod jalupne Rigathi Gachagua e laro kom tend piny Kenya. Kweth mar Azimio la Umoja otero kisera mar ombulu e gwenge ma Narok kod Suswa.
We are at 98% completion.
Jatend migawo mar somo Ngire George Magoha ojiwo skunde mag ji giwegi mondo mi oger kilese mag junior secondary mar chwalo chenro mar CBC. Machiegni nyinga Milton Jaka Black. Ramogi bang' kanosepuodhi ogai mar UDA William Ruto dhi laro kom tend piny Kenya sani koro twak gi johera mage yo South Sea e boma ma Nairobi. Wadhi ane achiel kachiel nyaka South Sea.
Wakati ya mtu moja ama wawili nyinyi mtatafuta inji yenu my friend.
Hii nchi ni ya Wakenya milioni 40, milioni 50. Sio ya watu wachache. Ama ni aje? Harambee! 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 Sauti, tumekubaliana? Mutatupatia kura ya Kenya Kwanza. Nyinyi ni wakuzimia ama Kenya Kwanza? Nyinyi ni wakuzimia ama Kenya Kwanza? Hebu nione wale wanasema sisi ni wa Kenya Kwanza, Kenya Kwanza, Kenya Kwanza. Basi, tumekubaliana Kanairo. Mutatupatia gavana wa Kenya Kwanza. Huyo man Sakaja. Sakaja ako chonjo. Sakaja anatosha ama atoshi? Mama Margaret Wanjiru ndio seneta wetu. Anatosha ama atoshi? Na ndugu yetu Nixon Korir, generali wa hapa, mbunge wa Lang'ata, anatosha ama atoshi? Anatosha ama atoshi? Mimi nataka niwaulize. Na mama wetu mama Mili, Millicent Omanga, ndio mama wetu wa county. Yako wapi Mili? Mili yako area? Haya. Na tuko na Blackie wa hapa South Sea. Blackie anatosha ama atoshi? Na tuko na Kafu wa kutoka kule High Rise. Wapi nduru ya Kafu wa High Rise? Na tuko na mrembo wetu Jane wa kutoka hapa Karen. Wapi Jane? Wa kutoka Karen. Very good. Alafu Nairobi West tuko na bwana Khan. Ako wapi bwana Khan wa Nairobi West? Wapi Khan wa Nairobi West? Ako area sio? Basi, Kanairo. Munataka kusikia sauti ya Omwami Musalia Mudavadi? Wapi nduru ya Omwami Musalia Mudavadi?
Haya, South Sea hoye! Mimi niko tu na furaha kwa sababu sasa tumetekeleza yale tulianza. Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto na Mheshimiwa Kashagwa sasa wamepanda cheo, wamekuwa candidates wa Kenya Kwanza. Tunaelewana kabisa? Sasa kuna tofauti. Sasa ni candidates wetu, si ndio? Jambo la pili, mimi nataka sasa wale walikuwa wakiuza uoga, the ones who are peddling lies, peddling false influence, wakisema kwamba Mheshimiwa Ruto hatafika kwa ballot paper. Sasa wajionee yeye atakuwa kwa ballot paper, yuko kwa ballot paper, na tarehe 9 atakuwa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Si namna hiyo? Hebu nione wale ambao tuko pamoja hapo. Na wakimuuliza, sasa museme the die is cast. Hebu rudia. The die is cast. Hiyo ndio sasa lugha yetu, kwamba sasa hakuna nafasi ya kurudi nyuma tena. Si namna hiyo? Tumeamua. Asanteni sana.
Aya. Tuko na deputy captain wetu. Sauti ya mjambo. Harambee. Harambee. UDA. Asanteni sana. Leo tumeanza safari ya kurekebisha uchumi wa Kenya. Kura ambaye tutapiga tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 ni ya kurekebisha uchumi, ni ya kupunguza bei ya vyakula. Ukipigia William Ruto kura, unapunguza bei ya unga, bei ya mafuta taa, bei ya mafuta ya kupikia, bei ya kila kitu, kwa sababu serikali ya handshake imepandisha bei ya kila kitu. Kwa hivyo kura ambaye tutapiga ni ya kujitengenezea mambo yetu, ya kupunguza bei ya kila kitu na kuweka chini bei ya maisha. Harambee. Kura ni ya hasla ama ni ya kitendawili? Ni ya hasla ama ni ya kitendawili? Rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri ya Kenya anaitwa nani? Asanteni sana.
Kwa sababu tunaenda tuko na ndugu yetu spika anaitwa Justin Turi.
Mana kamano mano ogai mar UDA William Ruto mabende thuolo machuok mokalo nopuodhi gi IEBC dhi laro Compton piny Kenya ka otwago oganda yo South Sea. To kawadhi weche mamoko bende en ni ogai maduond bura mar UDA William Ruto koro nopuodhi ayanga kod duol matayo yiero IEBC mondo bi olar Compton piny Kenya e yiero maduong' ma higani. Ruto nopuodhi kaachiel gi jachung' kaka jalupne Rigathi Gachagua ka bende ne oten gi kod jodito mag kweth mar Kenya Kwanza. Ruto singo ni kweth mare biro timo kampen magi e yor chik kolero ni gin kod adieri ni IEBC ikore makare matayo yiero no ero mathuolo. Ruto bende noseyo jok magipiem godo koramo ni onge tiende dhi e twak mar dayo dho jochung' malaro Compton piny Kenya kowacho ni ok giyie ni duoko mag twak makamano biro bedo mathuolo. Gie kindeno Ruto bende oyango ni gire Kithure Kindiki kaka agent maduong' mabiro chung' ne tudruok e kind duond bura mar UDA kod duol mar IEBC. Kenya Kwanza dhi e kampen yo Kamkunji.
We are confident that you are up to the task. I also want to commit that my team in Kenya Kwanza and I will work with you diligently so that we can have a credible, free, fair, democratic, and verifiable election. Professor Kithure Kindiki, who is here, will be our chief agent, assisted by Veronica Maina and Josephat Nanok. These are the ladies and gentlemen who will work with you, making sure that the communication, the relationship between us as candidates and the IEBC is useful, is helpful in making sure that we run the length and breadth of this election without hitches.
As you go out to campaign, and this is for all candidates, please observe the code of conduct, ensure that the statements you make don't cause are not likely to cause hatred among the citizens or any kind of action that may lead to violence. From time to time, you have said you have a team that will be working with our team. But from time to time, as a returning officer, I require candidates to attend 1 or 2 meetings personally. Yes, so when I call for a meeting, please ensure you come because it's for the good of the preparation of the elections. Otherwise, I wish you well.
Ramogi wadwa dhi achiel kachiel nyaka Bomas of Kenya mondo watudre kod migosi Walter Nyambaga mabende noyuore nyasi mar puodho migosi William Ruto madhi laro Compton piny Kenya. Walter Nyambaga kapo ni winja Bomas of Kenya, anenore ka ok wanyal yudo Walter Nyambaga gie kindeni, ka kamano to wadhi weche mamoko. Duol matayo yiero IEBC kawuono nopuodho gavana ma Kisumu Ngire Anyang' Nyong'o kod jalupne Matthews Owili e dok laro kom ne yiero ma dwe mar 8. Nyong'o nosir kod jatend kom od bura mar ODM Murang'a Sabina Chege mabende en jakanyo mar kansel mar Azimio mowacho no mor kod puothno ero ka bende omedo ni kaka Mount Kenya gimedo siro Raila Odinga e laro Compton piny Kenya e yiero ma dwe mar 8. Nyong'o wacho ni maeri en thuolo ne jodak ma Kisumo ochako yier dongruok maketo kaunti no kaka kaunti makelo dongruok ne jodak. Bang'e Nyong'o dhi bedo gi yawo chiro mar Otonglo ka bende odhi bedo gi romo magala moro e pap ma Kirembe.
Agon wero kamana ahinya kuom biro kaeri ji mang'eny mondo support kwatero papers gi Matthew Ochieng Wili kaka governor gi deputy governor ma Kisumu. Ka sirkal motegno mabiro gero Kenya, magolo mibadhi, magwelo gik maricho, maketo mwandu kama ber, madwaro jo Kenya obed gi mwandu.
As Azimio, we are embracing them and we are going to support them all the way. We also want to request IBC that we have free and fair elections. And we want anything or any question that have been raised that IBC should clear so that we deliver Baba the 5th without any question.
Gie kindeno bang' puodho Migosi William Ruto dhi laro Compton piny Kenya, jakom duol mar IBC Migosi Chebukati gie kindeni twak gi jo Kenya ka wadhi achiel kachiel nyaka Bomas of Kenya mondo wawinja ne twak makamano.
The statement from the Commission. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has a constitutional mandate to conduct or supervise elections to elective state offices established by the Constitution of Kenya 2010. In terms of Article 88(4)(f) of the Constitution, the Commission is required to register candidates for election. The Commission, in keeping with the prescriptions of Chapter 6 of the Constitution on leadership and integrity, is obligated to ensure that only persons who meet the educational, moral, and ethical requirements are registered and cleared to contest as candidates in election. On the 18th of May 2022, the Commission wrote a letter to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, and forwarded a list of 21,863 aspirants interested in participating in the general election of 9th August 2022. The Commission invited EACC to make representations on the aspirants with a particular focus on compliance with Chapter 6 of the Constitution. On 31st May 2022, the EACC responded to the request and favored the Commission with a 63-page report bearing a list of 241 persons, replete with information on candidates that it deemed relevant for consideration by the Commission as the Commission exercises its mandate of registering candidates pursuant to provisions of Article 88(4)(f) of the Constitution. The EACC in their report indicated that they are conducting further investigations on some of the aspirants and will avail more information and as when obtained. The Commission deliberated on the report, appraised the constitutional provisions, statutory and regulatory prescriptions relevant, and in addition applicable judicial determinations, and resolved as follows. Cases of aspirants under investigations. The Commissioner received a report of 11 cases under investigation. These include 1 presidential aspirant and 10 gubernatorial aspirants. The Commission appreciated the constitutional principle of presumption of innocence until the contrary is proved by a court of competent jurisdiction. This principle is spelled out in Article 50, sub-Article 2A of the Constitution. The Commission is required by Article 249 of the Constitution to promote constitutionalism. In the circumstances, to disqualify persons under investigations is to affront the Constitution. So persons mentioned in the report as undergoing investigations are not disqualified by law and may contest as candidates. The other category of cases are cases under prosecution. The Commission received a report of 55 aspirants who are undergoing active prosecution in court. These are 1 presidential candidate aspirant, 12 gubernatorial, 5 senatorial, 1 count woman member of the National Assembly, 12 members of National Assembly and 24 members of County Assembly. Again, in keeping with the constitutional principle of innocence until the contrary is proved, the Commission advises that persons facing active prosecution in court are not disqualified by law and may contest in elections as candidates. We had a category of cases of convicted aspirants without appeals. The Commission received one case of a convicted gubernatorial candidate, 2 cases of members of National Assembly, and 1 case of a member of County Assembly. The Commission was guided by the provisions of Article 99(2)(g) of the Constitution and Article 193(2)(f) of the Constitution, which provides that a person is disqualified from being elected a member of Parliament or a member of County Assembly, and this applies to governors as well, respectively, if he is subject to a sentence of imprisonment of at least 6 months as at the date of registration as a candidate or at the date of election. It's important to state that this is not tried that any conviction without an appeal presents a ground for disqualification. The sentence of imprisonment must be one that is alive at the time of registration of the candidate or at the date of election. The Commission's position is that if the convicted persons in the report have not pursued an appeal or unsuccessfully exhausted their appeals, they stand disqualified as candidates. Then we have a category of cases of convicted persons pursuing appeals. The Commission received a report of one aspirant who has been convicted by the court but has since appealed the decision of the High Court, the decision in the High Court. The Commission reckoned that such an aspirant is protected by the provisions of Article 99(3) and Article 193(3) of the Constitution, which stipulates that a person is not disqualified unless all possibility of appeals and review of the relevant sentence or decision have been exhausted. Then another category in the report is acquitted persons. The Commission received a report of 6 gubernatorial aspirants and a woman representative to the National Assembly who are prosecuted but have since been acquitted by the courts. It is tried law that persons who have been tried in court but acquitted are innocent and cannot therefore be barred from contesting as candidates in an election. The 6 aspirants are therefore qualified under this field to contest as candidates. There's also a category of educational requirements, more specifically degree qualifications. The Commission received a report on 2 gubernatorial aspirants who lacked genuine degrees. Section 22(2) of the Elections Act requires that persons seeking election as president, deputy president, governor, and deputy governor must possess a degree from a university recognized in Kenya. The Commission wishes to state that one of the aspirants who is seeking to be a governor was disqualified by the Commission in 2017 general election following the holding of the court in Nyeri Constitutional Election Petition number 1 of 2013 and in civil appeal number 29 of 2013, which declared that he had held an invalid degree certificate. The position of the Commission, and indeed the law, remains that the aspirant is disqualified unless he submits a valid degree from a recognized university in Kenya. The Commission wishes to inform aspirants with degrees from universities within Kenya that aside from the original degree certificate, they must obtain a copy of the certificate certified by the issuing university, confirming it as a true copy of the original. For degree certificates from universities outside Kenya, those are foreign degrees, an aspirant is required to obtain a letter of recognition and equation from the Commission for University Education. Another category in the report are aspirants impeached and removed from public office for abuse of office. Under this category, the Commission received a report on 2 aspirants for the position of governor and 1 aspirant for the position of senator who have been impeached. The Commission's position is that the stipulation of Article 75 of the Constitution was never intended for ornamental purposes, but as an effective clause that requires holders of public office to conduct themselves with decorum and in a manner that brings honor to the office. In terms of the provisions of Article 75(3) of the Constitution, a person is dismissed or otherwise removed from office for contravention of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. A person who is removed from office on contravention of Chapter 6 of the Constitution is disqualified from holding any other state or public office, whether effective or elective or appointive. The Commission's position is that Article 75 of the Constitution is self-speaking and self-executing and does not have a proviso or a saving clause. Therefore, the 3 aspirants who have been removed from public office through impeachment are disqualified from contesting in the elections. In addition, a gubernatorial aspirant seeking election in Mombasa County was disqualified by the Commission from contesting as a candidate in the 2017 election. The reason for disqualification was and remains that he was removed from public office for abuse of office. He was convicted by the court on 15 December 2011 and sentenced to 3 years imprisonment. He therefore stands disqualified. Public officers who did not resign by 9th February 2022. The Commission received a report on 166 aspirants who, while serving as public officers, did not resign from public office latest by 9th February 2022. The Commission appreciates that Section 43(5) of the Elections Act requires a public officer who intends to contest an election to resign from public office at least 6 months before the date of the election. By Gazette Notice dated 20th January 2022, the Commission published this requirement and subsequently through several presses reminded public officers keen on contesting elections to adhere to the dictate of Section 43(5) of the Elections Act. This instruction was given to all the returning officers to ensure that aspirants who are public officers must produce letters of resignation before being cleared. It is the responsibility of the returning officer to consider the material evidence placed before them by aspirants and make a determination. At the close of the exercise of registering candidates, the Commission will issue a comprehensive statement on persons disqualified under this category. However, this requirement does not apply to elected state officers currently serving as they are protected by Section 43(6) of the Elections Act. All elected state officers need not resign because they have a protection under Section 43(6) of the Elections Act. In the circumstances, the Commission wishes to advise that flocking out of an aspirant who is serving as a deputy governor as in being in breach of 43(5) of the Elections Act is in error, and such a candidate is qualified to contest in the elections. The Commission directs that an aspirant who previously held office or served as a public officer but did not resign by 9th February 2022 is disqualified from contesting as a candidate in the elections. So that is the summary of the Commission's analysis of the report, which is the summary of the report is as follows. Under investigations, there was 1 presidential candidate, 10 gubernatorial candidates. Under prosecution, 1 presidential, 12 gubernatorial candidates, 5 Senate candidates, 1 member of Women Rep, and 12 MNS, and 24 MCS. So the report is here. We shall share with you. The other thing we want to say is that in terms of the disqualifications then, as at 4th of June, that's today, the following have been disqualified from contesting in the upcoming elections. Under the head of impeached, removed from public office for breach of Chapter 6 of the Constitution, under Presidential Nil, Governor, we have Mike Mbuvi Songo and Chitavi Andon Mukala, both contesting in Mombasa. Under Senate, we have Paul Karungo Thangwa, Kiambu. Under the item of academic requirements, invalid decrees, we have Thua Mathenge Nyeri, Kamais Jeremiah Loromukai, Turkana. And under convictions of crimes, economic crimes offense, but not pursuing appeal, and barred from holding public office, we have an MCA aspirant by the name of David Njiri Mberia of Karen Ward. We also reiterate that public officers who did not resign by 9th of February this year, this will be managed by the returning officers, and a report will be given at the close of registration of candidates. A copy of our analysis, detailed analysis, will be availed to you by the team, and a copy of this press will also be given to you. Thank you very much. Kama kuna maswali, tuendelee na kazi ingine. Yes.
Naitwa Mwala kutoka Weche TV. Swali langu ni kuhusu yale malalamishi ambayo tumeona naibu wa rais Dr. William Ruto na mrengo wake wakilalamika kwamba kuna kura zaidi ya 800,000 kuelekea 1,000,000 kutoka ngome zao zimeweza kupotea kwa register. Labda utuelezee kuhusu madai hayo.
Let me say that those allegations are not true. The register of voters is intact. We have a register of slightly over 22.5 million, which we are finalizing on the issues of the audit of the register. A report of the audit by KPMG will be issued in the course of next week, and the register will be gazetted by the 9th of June, which will be broken down in county, constituency, and ward. So Kenyans need to know that the register is there, it's intact, and there's no, that those allegations are not true. Yes.
My name is Sarah from the South African Broadcasting Corporation. The Chief Justice and I think also Azimio have asked that the Electoral Commission proves that indeed the problems that the Supreme Court pointed out during the last election, you have fixed them. Are you ready to prove that now the election will be free and fair, that you have fixed the illegalities and the irregularities that were pointed out by the Supreme Court in 2017?
Thank you. In your view, which is the right forum to prove? I have not received any communication from Asimia and the Chief Justice and asking for that information. As other agencies and other agents of government, we expect that if the Chief Justice wants information, she can write to us or invite us in a forum where she was making those comments, then we can respond appropriately. And Asimia also are our stakeholders. They are free to engage us. We operate an open door policy, and they are free to come and we discuss all this and take them through what we have done since 2017 up to now. The Commission has been in operation. It's been focused on preparing for the upcoming elections. In fact, when we talk about the judgment of Supreme Court, the first judgment, what we forget as Kenyans is that there was a fresh presidential election and there was a second judgment of the same Supreme Court. In the fresh presidential election, the Commission addressed all the issues that were there raised by the Supreme Court in the first judgment. So first, I think we need, those of us who have not read, we need to read the second Supreme Court judgment and we need to remember what we did in the fresh presidential election. As a commission, we didn't stop there. We went on to prepare for this election. We have all our training manuals. We have all the preparations we have done are in line with the Supreme Court one judgment. And so I would encourage the judiciary, please invite us in your forums, and then we can answer those questions instead of now engaging us through the media, because we're all working for the same Kenyan people. And so that's my request the Chief Justice. She can call us, call me, write to us, invite us to the forums, and she has done that in other forums where we had a forum in Naivasha where I was invited by the Chief Justice, and I took them through the election preparations, including issues on technology. So in my view, I think the commission where we sit, we are where we are supposed to be, and we shall keep on engaging other institutions and stakeholders. Thank you. Can we meet tomorrow? Yes.
Leo tumesikia naibu rais akizungumza kuhusu kutopewa usawa katika vyombo vya habari baadhi yazo. Je, ni jambo ambalo linaweza kuzungumzia kama tume?
Usawa kwa vyombo vya habari. Nafikiri nyinyi watu ya media ndio mnaweza jibu hiyo swali. But as a commission, we are urging you to be fair to all the candidates, and I think we have a working arrangement with the Kenya Media Sector Working Group, who we have an MOU, and we shall keep on encouraging you to be fair to all the candidates. I think that's a responsibility we need to work together. I mean, you know what we mean. Let's be fair to everyone. Give them equal coverage. Yeah, thank you.
Some of the we are giving are very insufficient. That's why they cannot write
Mana kamano mano ne en jakom maduol mochung' ne yiero pacho ka IBC Wafula Chebukati mane keto jo Kenya e ler ewi gigo eko magidhi ng'iyo matut ahinya kapok gipuodho ng'ata madhi laro kom moro amora. Kuom ranyisi owacho ni jogo man gi buche e doho to pod ok ong'ad buchegi gini kwanogi kaka jogo ma onge keth kendo yienegi chung'. Kuom ranyisi in gi bura e doho mar mibadhi to pod iyalo buchino oyieni chung' kendo IBC ok nyal tami chung'. Ochako lero kendo bende ni jogo ma bende nothich oko kuom ranyisi mane ute mag od buche mag counties othich oko kata impeachment kochiwo ranyisi mar Mike Sonko ma od bura ma Nairobi nothich oko kaluwore gi weche manok onyal geng'o, en koro koyiene mondo mi odhi olar kom moro amora kaka mar gavana. Inyalo paro ni Mike Sonko nyocha ne dwa dhi laro kom gavana e kaunti ma Mombasa. Sani Chebukati owacho ni Mike Sonko chik ok oyiene nikech nothiche oko gi od bura ma kaunti ma Nairobi kaluwore gi weche moko motudore gi mibadhi. Wadhi nyime nyako Ramogi ka wakaw yweyo matin, to kapok wadhi e yweyo wawinjane moko kuom ote museoronwa. Joseph kawuok Nyadi Nyandi Wagwasi wacho ni Milton ayie gi kaka Ramogi TV okelonwa chenro walema ni yiero mwadhie ni mondo bed mano mar kwe. Ramogi TV Benta Charles wacho ni Ramogi TV neno maler kan Karen amor gi kaki kelonwa weche matuch koni gi kocha. Erokamano. Musorure bende wacho ni wan gi Ramogi TV seche duto. Amor gi Ramogi TV kendo habari margi chopona maler kanie dala mar Nyandenga. Ani luonga ni John. Kaito machielo mabende oronwa ote ka Musorure orote mang'eny. Ng'ato wacho ni I'm not ready to vote. An nyarga doyo ga oko from Nairobi. Jaka Black an kodi aneno migago. Goyo ombulu en ratiro mari, to gimaber ni ya kik ibi ywagi bang'e kok igo ombulu no yier jatelo mok idwar. Go ombulu mondo itim ang'o? Yier jatelo midwaro. Josia Awiti kawuok Osure owacho ni Kanyamwa awinjo maler Homabay ka wantiere kendo wachung' motegno ka wang'eyo jogo ma wadhi yiero. Kaeto an kodi back home Ramogi TV umora an nyarga oko Atieno. Nyakwa Ramogi wan gachiel modong' okwe fadha an Steven Nyakwar Muongo mar Duhasigo Mauranga Lagos Yaya amora inya gi weche manyien mawuok e Ramogi TV. Nyakwa Ramogi wakaw yweyo matin to ka waduogo pod wan gi mathoth mwakelonu e chendo gi mar migago kik idhi mabor.
Oganda en kitgi. Joluo bende wan gi kitwa. Wakelo ni luo kitwa gi timbewa. E chenro mar 111. Ngeso ka ngeso, saa 1:45 mar otieno, girabala kwasi owad girajabu. Kododhiambo wonyangege.
Collect fare kwa boda au matatu ukitumia ViewPay cashless na uqualify for bima ya 100,000 shillings pamoja na medical cover ya 20k na permanent disability cover ya 100k kwa 5 bob pekee. Dial *236# today to start using ViewPay cashless.
Ni Christine Otieno kata kihero to Yesu nyale. Pono ni hero wer mar tie mar Yesu e moromo. Kuom ng'uono mar Nyasaye yie mondo idina *8 0 *4 1 #. Parnia Ramogi TV ene ot mar jower duto. To donge Nyasaye ogwedho ting'i malo amani magana. Yesu nyale.
Wamama tutawafagilia, mayouth tunafagia, baba tunawafagilia. It's the biggest movement sweeping Kenya this election season. It's the Naivas Fagia Fest, the biggest clearance sale in 2022. Walk into your favorite Naivas Kiloko and find the cleanest discounts of up to 20, 30, 50% on the latest home appliances, electronics and electricals for your home or office. The Naivas Fagia Fest, celebrating Kenya's most sappy discounts, only at Naivas stores countrywide. Naivas saves you money.
Introducing a new way to earn cash every time you buy airtime. Simply dial *487*2#. Buy airtime, pay for electricity or water bills for you or someone else, and get paid papo hapo. Usinunue airtime na tokens bure tu. Earn instantly with *487*2#. Dial *487*2# now.
Machiegni kendo duol matayo yiero pacho ka IEBC opodho yachung' e kom gavana ma Nairobi Polycarp Igathe kod jalupne ngire Philip Kaloki. Igathe gi Kaloki chung' kod otiko ma Jubilee ka bende ginie jochung' misiro kod kweth mar Azimio e komno. Kanoloso bang' chwalo oboke magi ne IEBC, jotelogo nolero ni giikore mar manyo ombulu mabiro miyo gitend kaunti ma Nairobi. Bende gisingo bero chenro mag ohala ahinya to ne rowere kaachiel kod bero ler mar boma ma Nairobi.
All the paperwork has been done, and I can confirm to all millions of 2.5 million registered voters in Nairobi that the Igathe Kaloki ticket has been accepted by IEBC, and we have asked them to get ready to count over 1.5 million votes for us on 9th of August 2022. What we expect from now is now to hit the streets, the roads, the doors. We will be in each and every single ward in Nairobi together with our supporters, canvassing for the vote.
I am from this city. I've worked here. I've lived here, my residence is here, and so I understand this city, I understand the different areas and the issues affecting our city. And we should be able now to be able to come in so that we can be able to address the issues in this city. Issues of drainage, issues of making sure we collect the garbage and we keep the city clean. That is an agenda that we have. And the issues of water.
E weche mamoko en obila ma Garissa omako achije moko 4 manoyud kod nyasore kod yedhe mamoko mamero ji. Achijego nondhi e ot moro e kadak Mawinda kama ne oyudie kod yedhego manengogi drom siling 400,000. Kamishna ma kaunti ma Garissa Boaz Cherotich oyango ni achijego ibiro chwal e doho chieng' wuok tich juma manyien. Cherotich osingo nonro matut ka nonro mohiu lieko ni yedhego nyaka bed ni nowuok e piny Ethiopia ka achijego ne temo usogi e boma ma Garissa.
We were able to recover this bank, which you can see, and I can maybe narrate as follows. There are a total of 676 sachets. You can see which are rolled in this white paper. We have 187 rolls. We have 1 stone. This one you can see in black paper, and then other assorted. These are umeziona. All these with the street value of Kenya shillings 413,000 Kenya shillings, and therefore these are dangerous drugs which have been smuggled through the neighboring country, targeting the youth within this town. And therefore we want to appeal to the members of public to continue assisting the police, giving information, sharing information, so that we can get hold of these the few remaining cartels.
Sikunde mag piny owacho osetimo ikruok maromo 98% ne gero klese mag junior high school ka 2% modong' igeno mar ikore juma manyien. E tielo mokwongo mar gero klese gi, jatend migawo mar somo Ngire George Magoha owacho noseger klese maromo 6,497 ka modong' 3,500 ibiro chak ger e dier dweni. Kolimo skunde ji giwegi ma Golden Elites kod Mudasa Academy e boma ma Kisumo, Magoha nopuoyo ikruok ma giseketo ka gisani gisegero klese 1,200 kuom 5,000 mowinjore oger. Nomedo ni ber mar sikunde ji giwegi ger sikunde mag junior high school mochung' kar kendgi mamiyo ginyalo rwako kwan mamalo mag jopuonjre, kosingo ni piny owacho biro neno ni ondik gi mapiyo kaka dwarore.
We are at 98% completion. The few that are left, the 2% that are left, I'm sure by mid of next week they will be complete. We'll launch that from next week, and we are hoping that by the time we are handing over, I hand over when the next cabinet secretary has been sworn in. To hope that by the end of August, at the very latest, I, as Magoha, son of Magoha, shall have delivered the 10,000 classrooms that His Excellency the President said should be ready by the time he's leaving.
E weche mamoko en ni gwenyo yo ne jodak ma Kisumo koro en gima dhi dong' kambaka tok ka kambi mar Google loso ne jodak ma kono yo makende manyiso kuma ot ka ot, ohala ka ohala gi kamoro amora bende yudore. Jael Lieta miyo waler. Jael Lieta biro miyo waler kaluwore gi okang' mar kambi mar Google mar keto okenge makare mabiro miyo jodak ma Kisumu ng'eyo kama gidhiye kitiyo gi yor lony manyasani mar Google, ma bende biro teri nyaka kama idwaro bed ni en kar ohala mopondo kamoro amora ma intiere. Jael Lieta kelonwa ler mathoth.
Jodak ma Kisumu osebedo ka penjore gik ma ogur e udigi kata ohandgi marambulugi gin ang'o?
By the time mane keto gi kae, nwaneno ka jomoko keto no giwuok kodwa. Nwaparo ni gin gik moko mabiro on Afro City.
Iso wan gigo ogur kaluwore gi joma chulo osuru emogur gi gigo mondo mi ging'e kuonde ma ichule osuru. Tiende ni kare wan joma chulo osuru emomiyo ogurnwa gigo.
Mae en chenro makende ma kaunti ma Kisumu otudre kod kambi mar Google mar neno ni jodak e bomani oyudo gima nyiso mwandu gi kata udi gi kama nitiere ma onge lal.
Blue and white boards with a code that has a plus sign on it. That is the address for your property. And so you can be able to use that address if you need to give someone directions to your home. So the difference is PO Box. PO Box, you go get your mail at the post office. Versus the plus code, it gives you an address at your home.
Chenro ni mako kachako e bomani ma Kisumu. Pokorwake, kaluwore ni thoth jodak pod kia gima en kod kaka otiyo. Kata kamano, johala mamoko osechako tiyo kode kendo wacho ni osemiyo gi yot e tijgi.
Kelo yot kabisa nikech bora ni gi simbe masani ma smartphone gi koro luwa kaka osimo ni arogo kaka arogo dhi kaka arogo koro kelo yot kabisa ichopo piyo kabisa moloyo chon nwapenjo kwa chopo stage ka stage nwapenjo ni ere kama iluongo kama manyaka twachopi koro yudo kaka mano ne kao time sana.
Codes no osekonya gi clients moko matingo ka wach ni kawuono ayud ni ng'ato dwaro dhi kumoro. Koro yudo ga ni tek yudo kuma odake koso kuma entie nikech ute mang'eny onge ga nying. Koro yudo ga ni sama onge nying no nyaka igo simu karibu na didek na dipar mondo koka ing'e kuma odake.
Boaz timo tij taxi. Kao kendo tero ji kuonde mopogore e Kisumu osemiyo en gi lony makare mar kuonde mathoth e bomani. Kata kamano, kuonde moko ne pod gwenye kapok ochako tiyo gi plus codes mogur.
Customer kosego order kuma mondo mi wayude kuma kaka odwa chako wuok kuma wantiere mwagole order gi kuma entiere wan gi challenge kabisa. Koro nyaka wati gi pin, ornwa pin ekwa chopo ire kata wagone simu ogonwa simu to miwa direction.
Ing'e ni plus code no ka intie inyisa ni ok ior dagi moket ni e gate no mondo adhi ng'eyo kuma intie. Koro nitie jok moko moseng'eyo ni tij plus code go nitie joma kia.
Sama Boaz kod Duncan to yudo yot mar tiyo kod plus codes gi. Johala mamoko kaka Beryl to wacho ni okone lokruok madhi kelo e ohande.
Moket nwa gi okane ka konyowa. Gigi okane ka konyowa nikech gigi dwaro joma nigi klas mar biashara. Wan jojua kali. Wan wategemea joma kalendara koni gi koni.
En chenro ma osetim ne udi maloyo 20,000 e boma ma Kisumu kod alworane. Mae oting'o chuny boma ma Kisumu, kuonde dak kaka Manyata Migosi, Mamboleo kod Airport. Magi e otimo okang' mokwongo, ka mar ariyo biro neno ka kuonde dak mamoko kaka Nyalenda, Nyamasaria bende oyudo plus codes gi.
The county has completed about 22,000 properties within Kisumu City. They are going to kick off another 60,000 properties in the next month. And then we are also working together to try and complete the rest of Kisumu County by the end of the year.
Kopogore kod county ma Kisumu, chenro ni itime county ma Vihiga pachoka. Kapinje mamoko kaka Gambia, South Africa kod Somalia bende oseketgi makonyo e yore mopogore.
And this really helped them when they're doing vaccination. So especially for children, when you're doing vaccination, it's not just one shot. There's a follow-up vaccination shot. So it was important to be able to address the different homesteads. That helped a lot in terms of doing vaccination in Mogadishu.
Gisani, jodak ma Kisumu owinjo kaw thuolo ni mar bedo kod gima nyiso kuma gintiere kata kar ohandgi ma bende konyo e yore mopogore.
Billion people across the world, not just in Kisumu and not just in Kenya, not just in Africa. There's 2 billion people across the world who don't have an address. So when we built plus codes, we wanted to be able to help fill that gap for many markets where addresses are not present, and we realize addresses are a really big part of our lives. In certain places, you can't even get an identity card if you don't have an address. Some places you can't open a bank account if you don't have an address.
Gin paro mopogore ma jodak kod johala e boma ma Kisumu golo kaluwore koda plus codes ma bende ogurnegi e ohandgi kanyakla kod udi kuonde magidake. Wach ma bende nitie en ni ten county ma Kisumu nyaka koro ket puonj makende mipuonjo godo jodak kaka gitiyo kod kaka ibiro konyo ngimagi. Jailieta, Ramogi TV, Kisumu.
Koro wanie paw tuke. Rafael Nadal oyudo thuolo mar donjo final mag French Open bang' jatugo mane gigocho godo Alexander Zverev nogole pap gi machela bang' podho piny marach mohinyore. Zverev eva ne ripotelo gi 4-2 kapok Nadal noa chien modok okale. Tielo mokwongo norumo 5-3